Welcome back to another episode of the Reentry Buzz, a smaller format show from Chill Filtered, in which we do blind tastings and blind competitions for whiskey. So glad to have you guys back. Just a reminder: this is how we do it. We pick a random sample that both Brian and myself, Cole, have. And we take guesses at what type of whiskey it is, what the secondary grain is, if there is a secondary grain, the distillery, the proof, the age. Is it finished? If it is finished, or rather, here's how we do finish. Given that it is finished, what is it finished in? If it's not finished, all bets are off. No points at all. The bottle itself is a lot of points. But we like to mention how much we'd pay for it before we give out what the answer is. So that's how we're going to do it today. It's just like last week. We're going to sip it, then we're going to take a break, and then write down all our notes and stuff like that on our side, as well as present those notes after the break, and then tally the scores after we give our guesses. So hope that makes sense to everyone. I'm excited for this one. A little darker. Can't say much about it, otherwise I haven't sniffed it yet.
Yeah,
it's a little darker of a pour.
It is. It's a nice golden hay color.
Yeah, nice golden hay, a terracotta of sorts. But we'll go for the first sniff real quick.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we will, and the first taste too, I guess we do normally.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be a hard one to guess.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Front.
Yeah, I like the smell of this. This is gonna be my profile.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'll do poorly on this one, but gonna go for a sip. And then we'll discuss how much we'd pay for this first off.
Oh man, I like it. Oh, okay.
Oh wow,
I liked it. Huh.
That is okay. I won't give my notes away.
I know.
I would pay again about 50 maybe for this one.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Right. It's how much would we pay? It's not how much we think it costs.
Yes, it's how much would I pay? Yeah.
There's going to be a discrepancy here, I think.
Totally.
How much would I pay for this? I'd pay $45.
Okay. And with that, we'll be right back when we give our notes and we'll take our guesses. So we'll be right back after this short break. All right, we're back. Probably after like more than 5 minutes of figuring this one out. This is an interesting pour. I'll start off with my notes. On the nose, I was getting very bourbony notes, kind of traditional bourbony notes, with a slight cedariness to it, and like cedar wood. And but on the palate, it got super minty. Like way too much mint, in my opinion, on the palate. Reminds me of an unpleasant version of Driftless Glen's single barrel rye, like their 4-year rye that I've drank from them. Sweet on the finish and mentholy, but not in a super pleasant way. Like I didn't love the finish altogether, but I'm gonna keep my what would I pay for it? I said 50, but maybe 40 now. It is unique. And that's why I would pay 40 for it, but it's definitely not my jam for like, oh man, I'm gonna treat myself to a good whiskey right now. So that's what I went with. What about you?
Yeah. Good luck with those hiccups.
I know, right?
Yeah. So on the nose, I got a lot of like grain spice, but I did get this like maltiness. There was this kind of just sweet grain malty going on. And then on the palate, it definitely tastes young. It definitely tastes young. And I got a little bit of fruit, kind of like a sweet fruit, kind of just a mellow apple. But I did think that it has this like fake sweetness to it that makes it taste finished.
Yeah.
So I do think that it's finished, and I got a lot of grain spice with a little bit of fruit.
Are you getting that mentholiness that I'm talking about, though?
I see what you mean, but I absolutely would not have pegged it
really?
myself.
Yeah.
And
No, that's what I'm getting.
and I think we're good on value here. God, I can't wait to see what this is. But we're good on value because it's like what I said while I was kind of sipping earlier was I actually do kind of like this more than I think that I should. It like just because, and that's a personal preference thing. I think that it deserves to be in league with a 40 to $50 bottle. I think that like my prediction for where we're headed here is we're headed for a small time distillery doing the best they can.
Totally.
Probably overpricing their bottle a little bit because they got to make money somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it, but this to me, this earns its place on the $50-ish shelf.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, I'll go with my my bets.
Yeah.
Type, I said rye, and I put all my money in one basket here.
Nice.
It was in the Driftless Glen single barrel rye basket. And so I went with secondary grain corn, but I might have gone barley, but I'm going to go with corn here. Driftless Glen was the distillery out of Baraboo, Wisconsin. Proof 100. Didn't feel like it was much more than that, but also didn't feel like it was less than that. Age, I said 4 years. Felt like that was a good bet for the youth I felt on this one. Finished, I didn't think it was finished, but I said Hungarian oak because it was quite what's the word? I want to say wonky, but it's quite
I see it though.
Special.
It's got this mellow. Yeah. Like like a caramely marshmallow, just kind of sweetness. Yeah.
Almost out of the range. Like it was better. I would drink this any day before I drank the rare character one.
God, I love how much you hate that.
Oh, seriously. And then the bottle, I said Driftless Glen 5-year single barrel rye. How much would I pay? 40 to 50 range. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I also put rye down. I definitely think it's a rye. Secondary grain, malted barley. I mean, if it's like 95.5, do you consider the 5% a secondary grain? I mean, I guess.
So. Yeah.
I wanted to make note of it because I do get this malted barley.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
This could have been a malted rye.
There was I hate malted ryes, and I actually didn't hate this. So that would be revolutionary for me if this was a malted rye. But the malty, I got so stuck on the maltiness at one point, I almost changed all my answers to a single malt.
Wow.
Some kind of single malt, but I was like, nah, there's too much sweetness, and it's really youthy, and you don't get like a 4-year single malt that's this good at least. So anyway, distillery, I just said MGP because I'm leaning like a Nulu route or something like that. So age 4 years though, I did say exactly 4 years like you. Finish though, that fruitiness, I attributed it to like an apple brandy kind of thing. So I went in and said apple brandy finish, and bottle, I just said Nulu. I mean Nulu, whatever. Nulu apple brandy rye, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, totally. All right. I'm going to pull up the bottle. Do you have it with you? Because I have it with me.
No, okay, I have no idea. Sam poured it for me.
Here's the reveal. This is from, oh, crap. We are way off.
Lay it on me.
This is a Madtown marketer, Ben Klepsig joint. He said Stranahan's single malt, single barrel, cask strength. It's a total wine pick called Bananas Foster.
Ooh.
It is 58.46%. And that's about all the information we have, but we have a lot of information there. We're going to tally the score on the back end. We'll be right back and we'll see who won. So here we go to break again. Dang. This is a special one.
Right. Well, we tied. Let's just say
that's true. We did tie.
Yeah. We were neck and neck here. It was a close race
the whole time.
Yeah.
This is a first for me. Normally, like from doing like even for Matt Madness, like I don't think I've ever gotten 0 points for it. Maybe I have. But yeah, I definitely got 0 points here, and so did you.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, right? Man,
Yeah. But
close
I
neck
think
and neck.
you're
We tied 0-0 here.
yeah, I feel like your like maybe guesses were better than mine. I was pretty darn sure this was like American, either rye or corn. But
Yeah.
you were considering maybe it's like a single malt, though it was. It was Stranahan's single malt, single barrel too.
Yeah.
No age statement, so we got no points there. We got the proof was 58.46, or rather 116.92. And you said 105, so that wasn't even close, but mine wasn't even more close. I picked 100. Neither of us got the distillery. Secondary grain would have been not applicable, even though you said malted barley, which you were technically closer, but technically
I
it's
was
not a
getting
secondary grain.
maltiness. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I said Hungarian oak. You said apple brandy. Stranahan's does not usually finish unless it's their snowflake releases, from what I'm
Hmm.
aware of. But their single barrels, I imagine, are just the charred New American oak that they usually do for their single malts. Thank you, Ben Klepsig, for sending this one
Yeah.
in. But
This is
so far,
really interesting.
seriously,
The most surprising thing about this for me is the proof. I cannot
mhm.
believe this is 116.
Unreal. I
This
wouldn't have
drinks
gone much higher than 105. Yeah. Mhm.
so sweeter, so
Yeah.
much sweeter than that. It goes down
Mhm.
real easy. That said, there's no age
Mhm.
statement on it, correct?
Yep. Yeah. No age
Yeah.
statement. Yep.
So
You would have mentioned
it
it.
it drinks pretty young to me.
It does.
But, like, I liked it more than I felt like its complexity deserved.
Mhm.
So anyway, I thought it was good, but again, I gotta stick with my $45 sentiment here. I that it would be a no buy from me. Actually, I don't know how much it is. Do you have any idea how much this would have been from Stranahan's?
I'm not finding any information on. Oh wait, no, not finding any information on a Bananas Foster release. So
Yeah. But anyway, cast strength, single barrel, Stranahan's. I mean, I'm just guessing it's got to be like 80, 90. That just kind of seems like the realm that would
oh,
be in.
okay. I did find a website that has one Reddit review, and he said, "Oh, he didn't give a price."
Boo.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Oh
But
well.
yeah, no more info. Or no, he did say $55.
No way.
So that's kind of right
Fantastic.
up our alley, or
Okay.
what we'd maybe pay for it.
I would be tempted at that price. I would be tempted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, this one. So technically, in our first and second episode, I have one win and we have one tie.
Yep.
So
Yep. That's
zero
right.
tie. So we love that, and hope you guys can join in next week for our next episode and our next episode of the Reentry Buzz. Hope you guys are enjoying. Please feel free to reach out with any feedback on these kind of episodes. We're just starting off, and we're down to hear anything. So, any other words, Brian, before we close it out?
Yeah, hey, nowhere to go but up from here. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, 0-0. Getting yeah, we are on the upward train here. We're headed to
Exactly.
the sky.
Yeah,
So thanks for
only
tuning
up
in.
from here. Yep. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time on the Reentry Buzz.